The NBA season tips off when? Tonight. Our first doubleheader is tomorrow on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the app. Giannis and the Bucks take on Joel Embiid and the Sixers, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Then it's out to LA for James Harden and the Clippers hosting KD and the Suns. It all starts with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern. Your boy Stephen A. Smith will be a part of that. So everyone is high on New York heading into the NBA season, including this girl, except Shannon. He's a little bit of a hater. And we know Stephen A's fired up to see his team play, so of course he had to bring up his Knicks when he sat down with Jaylen Brown on the one and only Stephen A. Smith Show. Take a listen.
Worried about the Knicks at all? Worried about the Knicks? Huh? I'm just asking.
I wouldn't use the word worried, but the Knicks have a good team.
Blasphemy.
Right.
Blasphemy. How dare him say that to me? How dare him say that to me?
No.
He was very nonchalant, very
That's how
Wouldn't
you're
use the
defending
word
champs.
concerned.
You feel good. You feel good about
Unbothered.
yourself.
What do you want? Why are you still here, Shannon?
He used the term
don't you
unbothered.
have a flight to catch? I mean, why are you still here? I mean,
You're real worried
go
about
ahead,
his
Molly.
flight. Like he could be driving, flying private. Like, don't you worry about
Yeah, I
it.
could be driving.
Essay, seriously, I'll come to you, Shannon. Shannon, who do you think's going to go further this season? Do you think it's the Lakers or the Knicks?
Lakers, because they're not. First of all, the Knicks in that conference with the Celtics, the reigning champs, and the Sixers got better. If Jimmy Butler is healthy, we already know the Miami Heat's gonna beat them. So the Lakers, LeBron, look,
He's smoking
LeBron is
something.
so at peace. He got his son on the roster. That's all he ever wanted. He wanted the opportunity. Watch what happened. Watch what happened. I will be in attendance. I'm gonna see this tonight, Stephen A. You mad because you can't be there. You can't witness history. You won't witness history.
Time out once again. Once again, I shouldn't say again because you usually do your homework, but you haven't done your homework. My brother, I'm in L.A. and I will be at that game tonight. I most certainly will be there. That's
tune
number one.
in.
I will be there. That is number one. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, you know you're talking. Shams, did you see him? I want you to know that Shannon moonlights as Dr. Phil, like a damn psychiatrist. So when it comes to LeBron, anybody else, he's talking the game.
He's
Talking the game. But when it
That's
comes
right
to LeBron, all of a sudden he's relaxed. He's calm. He's feeling his son being out there. This is what Shannon does. All of a sudden he gets into the psychology of LeBron. Like him and LeBron are meditating together at a spa or something. Nobody trying to hear that. Who cares? At the end of the day, the Lakers, you know what? They were 17th in defensive efficiency, even though Anthony Davis was having a career year. All right. Offensively, did you know that in terms of the Lakers' offensive rating, on average, Shannon, the Lakers, since LeBron James have arrived, have averaged finishing 19th in offensive efficiencies. Now, I look at the rest of the team in the Western Conference. Minnesota ain't going nowhere. Dallas ain't going nowhere. Denver's not going anywhere. Oklahoma City ain't going anywhere. Keep your eyes on Sacramento. Keep your eyes on Phoenix. Please, Lakers, you got trouble. But I think JJ's going to do a good job. But I'm about the Knicks right now, Shams. Go ahead.
When you look at the Lakers, that's the one thing. The Knicks completely changed their roster, right? They got it. They got Mikal Bridges. They got, obviously, OG Anunoby re-signed. And then Karl Anthony Towns, the big trade on the cusp of training camp. But to me, the Lakers roster is unchanged. They didn't make any moves this offseason. Their big acquisition was J.J. Redick. And I said it on First Take a couple weeks ago. He is going to be the one you have to look at to make the difference. And so far, details, he's been detail-oriented.
He's always
providing
that.
Structure, accountability. We know he's going to be about that. He has stressed a lot of three-pointers so far in preseason. They've been shooting a lot of threes. Do they have the personnel for that? Do they need to make a change at some point?
I like Connect. They
He's
have
nice.
him.
He's definitely nice. He can play.
Right.
But does he have a role on this team long term? Defensively, is he going to be there? I think those are all questions you have to look at from any rookie.
I got to tell you this real
that tries to play in
quick. We have marching orders on this show, Shams, Shannon, from Snoop Dogg himself, who said we ought to call Connect West Side Connect.
West Side Connect.
West Side Connect.
West Side Connect.
What it is. According to Snoop. You understand? Snoop Dogg himself. Don't call him anything but West Side Connect. Even though, listen, you're J.J. Redick, you're going to have him shooting. He's definitely going to pay attention to detail, and he's definitely going to hold dudes accountable. D'Angelo Russell, look out. Your life might be miserable in the coming weeks and months if you don't, because J.J. going to be all over you. But when I look at the Knicks, when I look at what they could do defensively, when I look at Jalen Brunson, when I imagine Karl Anthony Towns shooting, again, I'm not happy with the news I heard about Bridges' shot. That worries me, especially since you lost DiVincenzo. I'm very concerned about that. But overall, the path of least resistance is in the Eastern Conference, Sean, wouldn't you say?
I mean, you have you have Boston, you have Philly, but we don't know Philly, their health situation.
That's right.
Milwaukee, we know, is a little shaky right now. So theoretically, for sure, but at the end of the day, to me, the Knicks, their issue is the depth of this team, right? We know starting five. This is the best one of the best starting fives in the NBA right now. Definitely out east. You have to look at Boston and their starting five. But where is their depth coming from? Karl Anthony Towns, like I said earlier, he's going to be playing a lot of five. He hasn't played a lot of five the last couple years. Are you fine with that, Stephen A? And the other thing with the Knicks is, will they have the players coming off that
bench? Go ahead, Shannon.
And we know Tibbs like to grind them to the nubs. He like to, he always try to have his players to break Wilt Chamberlain's record. You know, Wilt Chamberlain once played 48.2 minutes for the entire season. Tibbs wants somebody to break that record on his roster. And I saw Joel Embiid at 30%, average 35 on the Knicks. And healthy, that's 50 piece on a nightly
He was about
basis.
70%. He was about 70%.
With extra dipping sauce.
He was about 70%. But guess what? Yeah, he's about 70%. He's about 70%. But guess what? It ain't good. Listen, he probably gonna get hurt again, and I ain't wishing it on him, just like I ain't wishing it on Paul George. But we know that it appears to be inevitable. And Shams, listen, man, I appreciate the greatness that you have exhibited throughout your career and the job that you're doing. But if you're gonna be on First Take, you're gonna give me you're gonna bring me some damn good news sometime. You ain't gonna just come up here and give me bad news.
One good news I have for you, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, offensively, I can't wait to watch that duo. I think everyone in the league can't wait to watch that duo. And I do believe playing with Anthony Edwards the last few years, I think that's been great for Karl Anthony Towns, because now you look at this Knicks team, how deep they are, how much Jalen Brunson's going to have the ball in his hands. Karl Anthony Towns can just flow with this offense.
And what do you know about extra dipping sauce? All you eat is protein. I'll start with you, Shannon. Tell me this. If you had to put money on it today, who are you taking out of the East and the West?
Out of the East?
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Don't
hesitate.
The Celtics.
Don't hesitate.
Okay.
The Celtics.
You know the answer.
The Celtics.
All right. And what about the West?
Porzingis being healthy, I don't see anybody really beating the Celtics. Not the Celtics. Coming out of the East, the West, excuse me. That's really hard, because I know everybody really loves Oklahoma City, but the Lakers match up very, very favorable, Stephen A., against them. The only team that we don't match up favorable against, for some reason, is the Nuggets. So if we need to get somebody to take care of the Nuggets, we Gucci. We get somebody to handle the Nuggets.
Well, first of all, you can talk Gucci all you want to. That ain't what you walk around with. That's number one. Number two, here's the deal, okay? I think that we have to look at it this simply. Okay. It's the Celtics unless Porzingis is hurt. If Porzingis gets hurt, I'm going with my Knicks. That's number one. Number two, out of the West, I'm going to look at the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to look at the Denver Nuggets. I know Minnesota beat them in the playoffs, all right? But I'm looking at Jokic and Jamal Murray and them brothers, and I personally love the pickup of Russell Westbrook. I personally love that as an Energizer Bunny, doing what he's capable of doing for Denver with the personnel they already have in place. I can't sleep on him. If I had to predict this way, remember, this is fluid. I got the right to change my mind. But right now, it's Boston versus Denver. Go ahead, Shams.
Well,
what about the Mavs?
No, we don't want.
But
not the Mavs.
I will say,
we're not making you pick, Shams.
We're not making you pick.
All across the league. Phoenix, the pressure, you look at Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference, Phoenix, similar situation. This is a team with a lot of star power, a lot of talent. You swap in a new coach in Mike Budenholzer. What can they do? But there's the Mavs, there's Denver, there's OKC, there's Minnesota, there's the Lakers. What can the Lakers do? Will Kawhi Leonard, when will he ever be back? And will him and James Harden be a factor in the West?
Go ahead, Shannon.
You know what, Shams? You kind of cut your teeth when you broke the story that shook the very conscience of Southern California when you announced that Kawhi Leonard would go into the Clippers. And that was the best news, because you saved the Lakers and the Laker Nation a lot of heartbreak, because Kawhi Leonard's played a grand total of 52 games in 5 years.
Now I know what you're talking about when you said Dr. Phil at the
I know,
Lakers.
exactly. How about that?
Shannon, here's all I want to know. I'm going to see tomorrow morning on the show a walkout video of Stephen A. I already know it. It's going to happen.
No,
I
I
definitely
probably not
am.
going to see that.
There's definitely
We're not
gonna
covering
be
the
one.
game. It's not our game, so they're
I
not
thought
going to
you're
have you.
going. Aren't you
I'm
going to the
going,
game?
but it's not. I'm going, but it's not our game. It's not an ABC.
Molly,
or
I'll take the
ESPN
video
game.
of him. I'll
Yes,
make sure
okay, so
I'll
Sean,
make sure
I
we're
need you to cover that from all angles. I
I'll
just
go
want to
with
know, Shay, do you have your fit right for your walkout video? 'Cause we're
Shannon's
work
gonna
on
drive.
getting that too.
Shannon's gonna get
we
here
good.
late, and
Nah.
then he's gonna get stuck in traffic. I'm
No.
telling you, it's gonna happen because you deserve it. You deserve it. You damn homer. Let's move
You gotta,
on, man.
but you got to make an interest, Stephen. And you can't be sitting in your seat before the players come out there for shoot around. You get there a little early. Maybe 1-2 minutes into the game. Cause by 8 minutes, 9 minutes in the game, I expect Bronny to go to the scorer's table. And here he come with his dad. Go, James. Baby, go.
No. Ain't no GOAT.
Oh,
Ain't no
my
GOAT. LeBron
God.
is his name.
Baby goat.
Okay? And Bronny is his name. But I ain't getting to no damn game early. I don't have to work tonight. I'm going there to enjoy myself. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Yeah.
Doms,
Yeah,
again, welcome
I'm going
to
me
the
and my
team.
daughter.
Appreciate you. Sorry that you're by yourself there with Stephen A. I want to apologize for that.
I'm
We'll
just here
rectify
playing
that
traffic
next
cop.
time.
I know. I'm just playing my part.